Bienvenido, welcome, I'm Oni Boi, your favorite hobby tourist. Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Hey, Slavine, Flopix, Vortex. Guess what? I have no clue. What am I guessing? Actually, do you want to do the three emojis? I want to see those three emojis. 1, 2, 3 emojis describing how your day is in, or maybe in Vortex's case, something I can guess. I think that would be kind of fun. Hey, Stella, welcome in. Today's one of those dev days. We're doing like Lucid League, talking about like game design, working on some stuff. Actually, I just realized I need my hands, hold up, and my little tablet. One moment. I'm still here, just like, let me just bear with me one moment while I pull up the tablet and the hands. I mean, I don't know. I like the hands. I think they're fun. I might change them in the future to look like slightly different. But I think for now, these are the hands I'm gonna be using. Let's see. Vortex, I got Forza 4 and I got Hurricane and Ferrari 360. Oh, really nice. Cool. I like it. I like that. And then Flopix with the ghost, the time and the 3. Ghost time 3. Wait, were you I don't know what the ghost, for whenever you say ghost, I thought of like Mr. Ghost. But I don't know. That's a tough one. Ghost, time, and a number 3. Hello, Des Del War. Hello, welcome in. You know Forza? Yeah, of course. I played Forza. I don't think I played the 4. Which one was the one I played? I don't remember. I remember playing it on which one was it? The PS3. No. Was it? It wasn't on PS3. It was on the Xbox. I played Forza on the Xbox One, not the first Xbox, the Xbox One, which was a terrible decision on names. And thank you so much for the subscription, Darren D War. Oh, I'm guessing that's you, Des D War. Ah, okay. And then Stella, and I sent a fun fact on your live stream comment. I did. I saw that. I thought that was really cute. Thank you. That was very kind of you. I liked and subbed. Oh, that is awesome. No, like, right. So today we're going to do a little bit of like a devlog where we're talking about the card game, the Lucid League, and we also talk about like game design in general. That's kind of why I'm doing the card game one, just because it's harder to work on my 3D game while talking to you guys. Maybe later on I might do more or less. We'll see. We'll see what we do. It's my dad's account. Ah, okay. I get you. What is this? Whipped up some sick stuff from streamers. What's your people? Who's this? Hello on Twitch. Hey, sorry if I'm buggy. Yeah, but yo, I whipped up some sick stuff for streamers. That's cool. And Stella, so you could use the blue version of Yon Cuckoo if you feel like it. Oh. Okay, I didn't like, well, but isn't there like a difference? The blue one and the red one? I kind of don't mind the red one because it contrasts with my guy. You know, because I'm probably going to put more into blue on the actual OC, like the character. Hello, Maddie. Welcome in. Let's see. But I don't know, Flopix. I'm still not sure about your 3 emojis. But I want to see those 3 emojis from everybody. 3 emojis, and I want to try to guess. Man, I don't know. Ghost, time, and number 3? I don't know. That's so crazy. What's your favorite color? My favorite color is red. Wait, I'm gonna go cause I'm going. No worries, Vorpix. You don't have to say it if you feel that way. And then Flopix, I'm playing Yokai Watch. Oh, nice. I like it. Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's such a good one. Yeah, I see it. I totally get it. Yokai Watch. I get it. I would have never got it though. I'm being honest. I would never would have got it. My Discord is making. Ooh, okay. I have a Discord if you want to join. Amnel. Here, I'll drop it in. Discord. Did it go? Oh, actually, fun fact. Like just remembered right now. Bingo is it like because of the ghost. Bingo was telling me that should remind her of that she's a big fan of the Ghost and Molly McGee. She's like, she really likes that one. It's a good one. It's pretty good. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. Wait, so where is it? Wait, I know, I'm sorry. Trying to like see where you guys are at. I feel like I got lost in there a moment. What Discord? I put it up. The Discord for Delirium Plus. Because someone on Twitch posted their Discord. I'm like, sure, here's my Discord if you want to join. Or Delirium Plus, where I talk about games I'm working on or whatever, like art. You guys can post art. I post art sometimes too. Which I gotta post more art. I feel like I've really like fallen with the Discord. Like I have like a bunch of things planned for the Discord, but I haven't been like up on it, to be honest. I really need to like lock in with a little bit. It's just like been like so distracted with like so many things at once. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. Right? Okay, so what I was gonna do to work, I guess we were continuing off from last week, right? Yeah, last week. Last week we were making a fragment. A fragment are like assists for the bosses in my game. So in the game, there's like a boss in the middle. So it's like two teams, right? Here, I'll do like a little overview of how it works. Hey, Lucas, welcome in. So overview of the game, how it works. So we got, you know, like it's 2v2. We can have like two hero characters. They're called league members in this game. So 2 league members. And the point of the game is actually not to defeat each other. The point is a race to defeat the boss in the middle. But you're allowed to attack each other to prevent each other from advancing. You know, you can mess with the other team. But at the same time, you have to think your objective is to defeat the boss in the middle. So at the same time, you kind of want to help each other, but at the same time, you don't want to help each other. You know what I mean? So anyways, the boss will be in the middle. And the boss will have 2 assist characters to help them out. They're called fragments. And then there'll also be a location and an event, something that's going on in the game that affects the game, obviously, with a different thing. So we're kind of like designing a fragment. I just threw in like the design we were working on a little bit. We're gonna like change some stuff up, of course. Here, let's go. Obviously, everything is all twisted. This is just like a card I grabbed from the boss. Actually, it'll be very different. Here, which one is this? This is the text. I don't want to mess with the text. That's more text. What is this? Yeah, that's just like where the marking is. Oh, here's the border. What does it delete? Nothing we really need to touch. I'm like looking, where do I need to touch? Oh, this actually, we could probably move these around. We can move the icons. So the corner icons are actually going to change because a Slay Bean. But no, so like the corner icons will be different. For now, let's just remove a couple of them. That one, we're going to remove that one. That one, we're going to remove that one. We don't need that one. We don't need that one either. We only need one. This is the only one we need. The one on the top left. Top left is the only one we actually need. So we'll leave that one, just placeholder. Either way, this is early in development. Nothing locked in. So this one and this one. We want these two. These two we want. We'll actually move them around. What is this? Let me see what you wrote. What is it? I can't even tell. It just says elbow cuff. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Are you streaming tomorrow? Yes, I will be. I stream Monday through Friday. Unless if something comes up. I mean, like if something comes up, since like this is not my job, I don't get paid for this. I do this because it's fun, and I would like to. If this was my full time, I'd stream way more. I'd probably stream like at least probably like 3, maybe even 6 hours a day. You know what I mean? But no, like it's rare that I'll stream on Saturday. Sometimes I might. Usually it's like because my daughter Bingo, she's like, hey, we should stream, because I usually spend time with my daughter Bingo. But so the most part I don't, but there have been some days that I'll stream. All right, let's see. I'll go this. I wanted to move this around. Right? This is one I wanted to adjust. Here, let's move. All right, actually, hold up. Let's do, I want to twist this. Let's rotate this around. Just like, what is it, like a 90? No, not, where is it? Hold up. What are you doing today? What are we doing? Oh, right now I'm working on, we're designing a character. We're designing a fragment. Till when will you be streaming? At 3:45. Oh, so for me, it is 5:27. So I will be streaming until, what time is it? Like 6:15. Like usually it's about an hour. I only stream about an hour, sometimes two. If it's just like one of those days, I might stream a little longer. But today's not one of those days. I'm like, to be honest, I'm a little tired. I woke up like tired today. I also I was very out. Yesterday I was like playing a lot with my daughter Bingo. We ran around all day, and so I was very tired. But yeah, today we are designing a fragment for Lucid League, and we get to talk about game design, which I love. I love talking about game design. I don't know if you saw it. I added a new one. Sorry, 6:15. So about, well, like 45 minutes, 45 more minutes, and then I'll probably be out of here for today. Unless, like I said, some days I stream longer. Just today's not one of those days, you know? Today's not going to be one of those days I'm going to be streaming super long. I think the most I've ever streamed was like 3 hours at once. But it was just like it was like a weekend, I think. Yeah, I think it was like a weekend, and I had like plenty of time. And I was like, you know what? I was done with work, and I was like, you know, I have plenty of time. Bingo was having fun. She was doing something, and I was like, okay, I don't mind streaming a bit longer. Also, it's a little inconvenient for me to be streaming very long, just because I stream in my living room, you know? So it's like, I don't have like an office space for streaming. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not one of those, oh, I could just like stream all the time I want because I share my space with my family. So it's not really the best, you know. Maybe in the future I'll have a better setup, and I would be able to stream a little bit more, or even stream different hours too, because that's like another thing. Because I stream in my living room, I tend to stream like certain hours, you know. Like I have done some quiet streams before, but people don't tend to show up for those. Like I did a few, and I noticed, I was like, it's like, why am I gonna do it? I saw like a lot of people kept trying to grab my attention. They're like, because I put in the corner, hey, I'm not gonna be chatting. I'm just gonna be working. You guys could chat between yourselves. But I noticed people didn't really like it, and I was like, well, I mean, like kind of the point is for a stream is to be able to chat with you guys and hang out. At least I think that's the point of it. Maybe it's not for everyone. I've seen a lot of streams that tend to be like they don't chat at all. But I'm like, well, for that, I'd rather just watch something else. I think the point of this is to chat and to see like input of what do you guys want, like what are you guys thinking, what really calls your attention about, like for me, like obviously I mainly talk about game design. So you're making a game. I am making a game, Slay. I'm like, this is actually not my main project. My main project is an action adventure game, heavily inspired by Caribbean mythology. So you go like island to island, helping people and creatures. It's a 3D game, if you're wondering. It's not this. This is like a different game. I started this one just so we could talk about game design, but in like a nice free example where other people could share their game design. I could stop and look at it. It's not like a big deal, you know what I mean? Where the other one, people were like, oh, I want to talk about game design, and I couldn't really stop because I was in like 3D software, and it felt very, just because like when I'm in that, I want to like lock in and like just like work. Where this is like, I don't mind stopping because this is like a tabletop game that I'll put like for free for you guys to play with me. You know, after I have more to it, we'll definitely play it, like maybe even on stream. I love your personality and I love your kind. Oh, thank you so much, Slavey. That's so kind. Okay, so I know I'm like, it's going back into this. Yes, we're doing this. We got the border, so we don't need to touch these anymore. Let me just lock them. But like, for example, who was it? Mr. Ghost. He was working on a horror game. Now he's working on RPG. Then there was also Alan. Alan was working on like kind of like a shooter. I think he said it was like a third person, which sounds really cool. He showed me a little bit of his stuff on Discord. I'm like, hey, yeah, I love that. I love seeing your guys' art. I love seeing, like, obviously, like I said, my favorite thing is like game design. That's probably my number one. I just love games. It doesn't have to be a video game. It could be tabletop too, you know, and explaining your meaning about the message. Yeah, thank you. But like I said, it's like I love games, you know. I love games and I love art, and it's like a nice combo of both. Making, because you're when you make games, you're inviting someone into your world. You're designing an experience. But I think it feels a little different from just being an artist, like a regular artist. When you're an artist, you're expressing your emotions. But when you're making or designing something, you're designing an experience for someone else. And I think that's why I love games so much. And making games, right? Yeah, like I feel like that's so fun, right? Hopefully, like my aim, obviously, my goal is for this year to go full-time game dev, and I'll be able to show you guys all of this. It'll be so cool. Because obviously this is not my job. This is something I like to do, and I do spend a lot of time doing it, but it's not what I live off. Here, where was I? I wanted to add, wait, which one is it? This one? No, it is this one. Okay. I don't know why I locked this one, thinking it's the frame is the one that was locked in. Do you like Roblox or ever played? I tried Roblox once, just like a little bit, and I was like, nah, it's not for me. And the thing is, it's just like, I think I was like, when Roblox came out, I was already older, you know, so like it went over me already. Like I was already doing something else when Roblox came out. I was already messing with programming a little bit. I'm not a good programmer, but I was already messing with it by the time Roblox came out, so it didn't call my attention. I do see the appeal where people mess with it and they're able to customize it and all that stuff. Like, it's cool, but at the same time, it has like all these issues and whatnot. Flopix, I was just wondering, will you try Pokemon Champions? Yeah, definitely. That one's the one I want to do. I was actually mentioning that when we did the gym leader streams. Remember that, where I was pretending to be a gym leader for a little bit? I was saying I would love to redo this, but in Champions. And I think that would be like a fun series to play Pokemon Champions, but as a gym leader, so I'm always using monotype teams. I think that one's gonna really be easier for that. And especially since you're able to customize your team and etc. Like, yeah, that seems super fun. Oh, when I saw, it was you, right? It was Flopix. You were the one that commented on my short. Thank you. I like because I want to do more of those shorts. I already made a few. I think I have like, how many did I do? I did like 18. I made like 18 of those type of shorts, like a little shorts talking about game design. So I'm gonna do more of those kind of shorts. I'm probably gonna do less of the clipped streams. You know what I mean? Slaving. So at my school, there are 5 years old, and all they say is 6, 7. Oh my God, I know what you mean. My daughter, she doesn't do it, but at her school, they also do the 6, 7 thing. It's just everyone does it. And when I was younger, people used to do YOLO. YOLO was the one. That was like the cool one to do. Because I am older than you guys. Wait. Oh, but there's like a bunch of like those like silly things. It always happens. You know, they're like funny, annoying things that people like saying. I mean, do you like saying it? I mean, if you do, it's fine. You're allowed to. You're allowed to be goofy. There we go. I'm like, if you're wondering, I'm like still positioning everything. Thank God Bingo isn't doing that. No, she doesn't like it. She doesn't. Bingo is not, she's not one of those 6, 7 kids. My God, no. I mean, it's funny. I think it's funny when kids do it. They're just being goofy. I feel like a lot of them don't even know what it means. Ooh, nice. I mean, Spanish is my first language, Slay. Spanish is my first language, even though English is my dominant language. I speak more English on like day to day, I believe. And I also listen to more English content. But I do speak Spanish. Like I said, like I learned Spanish first, and I speak Spanish with my fiance, with my daughter usually, and with my parents. Whenever I call them, I speak Spanish. So that's cool though. I mean, I love it, being able to know multiple languages. I kind of wish I would have learned more. It's one of those things, like when I was younger, I did try a little bit to learn, what's it called? French and Japanese. But at the time, it wasn't like a good environment for me to learn. So I ended up dropping them. But I kind of wish I would have like pursued them. You know, I would have like just stuck it, even if it wasn't like the best environment. I kind of wish I would have kept trying. I feel like this, okay, this is gonna be like way too big. Like now that I look at this spacing, or maybe, should we do it like I just have big space? I feel like this is like humongous space. What do you guys think? For these are like, they're not important characters, you know? Like these are fragments. They're supposed to be like minions. But like now I'm looking at it, I feel like this space is huge. Let's do, right? Oh no, what am I doing? Let's leave that one alone. Okay, this one's gonna rotate. Obviously, it's not gonna be called Queen of Shadows. Queen of Shadows is its boss. These other balls. Queen of Shadows. We'll change the name. We don't even have a name for this one. This weird bat thing that we made up. What is this? Wait, what is this? It's nothing. It's literally just an empty layer. Okay. And then what else? Like looking for things we don't need. Oh, this one. We can move this one. Rotate it around a little bit. And there we go. Trying to, yes. Move you. Yeah, obviously it's not gonna be this speed. But no, like, what other language do you guys know? Since you said you're practicing Spanish. Like I said, I was practicing French and Japanese, but like I said, I only got to the point where I was able to understand very basic French. But I was able to understand like very basic French, like mainly just like watch like cartoons, mainly like little kid cartoons. If you ever like want to learn a language, highly recommend watching like kid cartoons, something like Peppa Pig or something. You know what I mean? Like watch those level of language and like listen to that. Where is this? This is something useful. Which actually we never thought of an ability for this, right? At least I didn't. I was saying like we gotta think of an ability for this guy. For this thing. Flopix, so much for the hardest language. Wait, what happened to the hardest language? What was it? I mean, I feel like probably the hardest language has got to be like Mandarin, right? Or no, Arabic. I think from what I hear, I think it's like Mandarin or Arabic are probably the hardest ones for non-native speakers. Just because they're so different from other languages, they tend to be very difficult for them to be, to be taught. At least that's what I hear from most people who know multiple languages. Like I know a few people who are multilingual. Where are we going? Okay. I know I need to, not this. Not that one. Hold up, which one is it? Yeah, I'm trying to find, not that one. Which one? I'm like, I know I meant, oh, this one. We don't need this. What about this one? Do I need that? Oh, I do need that one. This one I don't really need. Hello, Aaron. Welcome in. Let's see, Flopix. I've heard that French was the hardest one time. Wait, it's about to try. Learn it. Nah, French is definitely not that difficult. I would not say French is that difficult. Oops. Man, I deleted something I was not supposed to delete. Like, when I was learning French, I didn't think it was very difficult. I thought it was very similar to Spanish. So I don't think it's that difficult. Only thing I do hear, like French speakers, they tend to be very critical to people who speak French. My head hurts a lot. Oh, I'm sorry, Aaron. I hope you feel better. You know what's a easy one that I always hear? I mean, I'm not one for having headaches, but what I hear a good easy fix is what's it called? Putting your feet in like a hot water. You know what I'm talking about? Like you put your feet like in like one of those like massage things. You know, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, Aaron. Like people will put their feet in like a warm water, and apparently, from what I hear, that helps with headaches. Because I don't personally have them too often, but people who do have told me that that's a good one. I'm like, okay, that sounds neat. I mean, you get to relax while alleviating yourself from a headache. Okay, so this is what I was going to talk about, right? I think this is kind of the setup. So we got the fragment, right? We'll have the fragment's name. Will definitely not be Queen of Shadows. Then we have the speed, and then we have the health, which we're going to change all of these. Let's go into, what is this? Nothing? Why do I have like so many empty layers? I literally have a bunch of layers that do nothing. They're just empty. Let's go to, oh, health, no. Speed, no. Where are, this one's. Okay, this is one I want to change. Hey, why is this? Whatever, I'm not going to stress about that. Put like a 5. Hold up. Let's get a different font. No, different size. We need like a smaller size. Like first off, we need a way smaller size. This is like humongous. About like an 18. Let's get like an outline just so we could actually see it. Let's do like a 5. Yeah, that 5. Right? What do you guys? I think that's fine. And then we'll change the font. I mean, obviously this is not gonna like stay like this, but I still like it. Even if this is like a prototype or just to lay things out, I still think this looks hideous. Having that 5. Let's see the fonts. Let's go with like a, no. That's okay. I don't mind that 5. That 5 looks nice and cute, easy and simple. There, and then let's duplicate that one. Get rid of that one, move that one over here. And then this one, I'm thinking like a 3. I think a 3 would be fine for it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do like a 3. Let's change that number to number 3. There we go. So we're thinking like a 3 speed with 5 health. Pretty easy. It's just in the way. Think of it as like a wall in front of the boss. What name should we give this? Because that, I don't know. I don't even know what ability we're going to give this. I know damage wise, I think we put a 2. 2 is fine. So every turn it deals 2 damage. It would not rotate them. Here, let me mark that just so we know. I remember that it's not going to rotate. Like notes on top. And I'll do no rotate. I'm just going to cross it out. Right, just so we know. It's not going to be rotating around. Alright, so let's do that. It's going to be like 2 damage. I think 2 damage works fine. What name should we give it? This is like maybe like a dragon bat, like a bat dragon or something. Would moving on to other concepts help with ideas for this monster? What do you mean? Moving on other. What do you mean, Flopix? Because right now all we were doing is organizing how it works. You know, like how the layout. That's what I was doing. I was just getting the layout down. So I'm thinking like 5 health is fine. 3, so it's not super fast. You know, it's definitely on the mid range. 2 health is fine. The ability, I don't know what ability I want to give it an ability. I think we need an ability, something that messes with the player. We already know the boss is like a draining, like a vampire-esque ability. I'm thinking for name, I don't know what name, but say like a dragon bat or bat dragon. Because that's kind of like the vibe I'm getting from this. Get rid of that. I don't know why these texts are modifiable. It's not very nice, but let's do this. Let's go with obviously way smaller. This is like humongous. To like a 10. And I think like that one, I'm gonna go with like bat or dragon bat. Dragon bat. Right? Something like that, dragon bat. And let's do give it like the white. No, hold up. There we go. I'm thinking it should be bigger though. Now that I look at it, now that we started putting it in. Dragon bat. Okay. Instead is a dragon bat. I feel some kind of maybe a ooh, you know what it could do? I was just thinking of like a fun ability idea. I was thinking, right? What the ability could be for this guy. This thing, it could be like maybe it drains it drains health from whoever attacks it and gives it to the boss. Flopix, do you have other ideas for the queen and other stuff that it can do? Like having another type of nightmarish minion. Oh no, there's gonna be more. This is just like one. I was gonna have two for the prototype. You know, this is just like a prototype. I'm like also kind of, I don't really want to completely do it myself. You know what I mean? Just because I want you guys to kind of like throw in ideas more too, just for fun. Obviously, it's easy. You know, she's a shadow vampire-esque queen. The minions could literally be, you know, like a bat, a wolf. I could go into like rats. I could do like a fog creature. There's like so many easy ideas to do just because they're vampires. And there's so many different things you could do vampires. If you want to go in like other lore too, like similar in my game, or you know, Ori's, I have a witch character who's a vampire witch. So you could do like witches where like they have like fire-based abilities. I don't know if you've seen that. Oh, you probably have. Actually, maybe not, Flopping. You've been here a while, but I don't think you saw me when I was talking about some of my villains for Ori's. You know, I can show you just for a moment, and I'll drop it in if you want to see what it looks like. Here, let's see. Games, video games, Ori's, 2D design. No, not that one. Sorry, opened up the wrong file. Go with concept art. And then Rux. And Bondless? Yeah. Enemies. PNG. Suka. Here we go. This is like a rough of one of the enemies if you're wondering. I could drop her in here if you like. So this is like a character that you're gonna see in my game, Ori's. She's like a witch that is like a vampire witch. I just thought if you're curious. But like obviously this is based on the Caribbean. There's a Caribbean folklore. I'll hide her. Just put her away. Yeah, like I think people when because like I still haven't made her in 3D yet. But that's just like an example of if you're wondering what are the bosses for Ori's will look like. You know, I'm actually really happy with the design I did for her. Just because I kind of, if you look, I gave her this kind of like rib looking like cloth. And then when she transforms into the vampire mode, the cloth is like, it's moved up so it still looks like ribs. I think it's kind of fun. But this is like obviously it's like a rough doodle. All right, so let's go into the dragon bat. So like I was thinking for the dragon bat, maybe we could do something like I'm like thinking maybe when it attacks, right? So it's like what is it? Take actually how would I say that? Or take HP? No, it wouldn't be like that. Would it be like take 1 or something? Like take HP. No, because I want it. So like, what would be like a good wording for it? Because I was like, because I want it, if it happens, this fragment is attached to a different boss that soups up some minions. I'd want it to take health equal to its damage. Oh, I guess that kind of works, right? Take HP from LM equal to AP. Give HP to Nightmare. Something like that, right? So pretty much like it takes away the HP from the LM, the league member, and it gives it to the what's it called? To the Nightmare. I think that'd be really busted and like really annoying. And obviously it's really weak. You could take it out in like maybe one hit, depending on the character you are, depending on what hero you are. Actually, again, I'll go over some of the heroes so you can actually see what I mean. Here, I'm gonna move it over here. Wait. Let's throw it over here just briefly. There we go. So just like example of, so like the health wise. Obviously, when we get to play testing, we'll probably adjust it. See, like this one, literally, Yuki could take it out in the first turn. You know, she's Minty Medley, 6 damage, literally one shot at turn 1. Marrow, the hero, the musical hero. He could do it. It would take him a little bit. Like looking at him, he needs. If this card hasn't taken damage, this turn gains. Yeah, like so he'd be able to do like maybe like 2 turns. Drain HP equal to its LM, something like that. Yeah, something like that. But like yeah, so you would drain the HP equal to the the AP, the attack power from the LM. But I feel like it being 5 is good. Like it's not busted. And also you have 2 people. So you have 2 people to be able to attack at the same time. So it's not a bad idea. I think that's cool. Maybe we could actually start doodling it a little bit. I feel like this is like a super rough scratch. I think we could actually make it look a little better. What do you guys think? Because I know you guys like it when I actually do the art. So I'm thinking we could do that. We could actually work on the art a little bit. I feel like that's kind of the idea around this character. And then maybe next time we can make another fragment. And then we'll start doing like the weapons and the buffs and the location, all that stuff. Okay, let's actually start doodling a little bit. Just like I'm not gonna like streaming much longer, maybe like 20, 30 more minutes. And then I'll probably wrap it up. Just because it is one of those days I'm kind of like super drained. You know, I do this because I like it. And it's like, it kind of like a little bit of a pick me up to hang out with you guys on stream. Let's see, do like this. Wait, there we go. Yeah, I think this is gonna be actually, hold up. I have an idea. I want to put this guy on a different, like we already have the size, right? Might as well just put him on a different, what's it called? A different one of these. Where is it? Put him over here. No, not this one. I just wanted something like nice and big so we could design on. Sketchpad. There we go. We could draw on this one. Here, I'll hide this guy. And let's do 1, 2, 3. Nope. Or yeah, actually, that's literally what I wanted. Just so we can like doodle. There we go. I wonder if designing the card and planning the mechanics at the same time is the way to go. No, okay, like, so realistically, if I was being like 100% like, okay, like this is me by myself. I mean, I'm trying to make this as like a communal process. You know what I mean, Flopix? So if it was just me by myself, I would probably, it really depends, because of what you're wondering. It's called top down or up, was it bottom up design. So the way it goes, so like top down design is when you have like a concept, like, I don't know, like a bat, right? You have the bat dragon, and then you go like, what would the bat dragon do? But then they have other style design, which is bottom up, which this is like where you do like a mechanic. You're like, oh, okay, so I want a character that has like HP steel, you know, HP steel. And they're like, well, what could I do for an HP steel? Oh, let's do like a bat creature. And for me, usually I tend to do more the bottom up, if I'm being honest. A lot of times I'll think of things first for like the mechanical side, and then I'll go into, well, like the thematical side. But you could go either or. I've done it both directions, but it really depends. I'm just doing it more of like, oh, okay, like let's do a communal, like for fun, like, oh, let's design something together. You know, the vampire one, you know, the nightmare, I just came in, I was like, well, I want to do like a shadow vampire. I think that'd be like a cool concept. You guys helped me out. So we did that one, the top down. Right. And then from there, we were like, well, okay, let's go into like building off of her. What would we do with the fragment? So it's like it's still top down design. Okay, let's go into this guy. Just make him nice and big, so we could actually play around with this guy a little bit. Because I do like his design. I think it's like a fun concept. And I think it's worth playing around, actually making him look a little better. As long as you like it. Yeah, it seems to work greatly. Also, might forget that you're not making it by yourself. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, like I'm trying to make it with you guys. That's why I ask you guys like a lot. I don't mind making it by myself, but I think it's more fun when people want to participate. I'm like, oh, what about this? What about that? But I feel like a lot of times you guys do get lost in it, which is okay. I mean, it's totally fine with that. You don't have to, you know, like jump in if you don't feel comfortable with it. I just think it's kind of fun and like silly. I'm like, you don't really get to do that. At least I feel you don't really get to, you know? So might as well. And I noticed that when I was working on the 3D stuff, people wanted to participate more. And I was like, well, this stuff is like, it's very like locked in my mind. Especially since it's based on like Caribbean mythology. And it is like, I'm in a little bit of a, what's it called? A ambassador to my culture, because I'm sharing parts of my culture with the other project. This one is like, they're about dreams, so it could literally be anything. You know, that's why it's Lucid League, the league of people in like a dream world. Where the other one, you know, Orisha or Oris is based off Orisha, Taino, Yoruba, based on like specific culture. So when people are saying, oh, you should throw this in about that, I'm like, well, it doesn't really work with the culture. So I didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay, like, but I do want to be able to do that with you guys. I want to do like a fun, silly stuff where like, oh, let's make a character. You know, let's do like a little character. I don't know, has like whiskers or something. I don't know. I was being silly, but you get what I mean? I was like, okay, so I think this, making a card game with you guys is like a fun thing we could do together. But yeah, let's see. Well, like a little bit. I don't want it to look too smooth and too perfect. Because I'm thinking about it right now. I do want him to look a little imperfect because he's like a shadow. He's like a dragon shadow thing. He's supposed to be a minion, her minion specifically. Obviously, he can be attached to other nightmares if they choose to. They're not like locked to the Shadow Queen or the Queen of Shadows. That circle looks so bad. There we go. No. Man, I'm like super rusty here. There we go. That's a little better. A little bit. Nope. There we go. Yes, and then obviously we'll get a little more in depth with this, making it look slightly better as time goes on. Dragon buddy here. Wait. Actually, I'm like looking at him. Yeah, okay, let's do this. I want him a little more like gloppy. That's what I was like looking at him like, well, I want him like there's something off. That's what it was. I want him to be more glopped up. Right? I think it's a little better that way. There we go. We got this. Do like this. Move into. Well, yeah, it's kind of like this. There we go. Yeah, I'm like looking at his feet. I'm like, yeah, I think they're like okay. They're not like the most interesting looking feet. They're kind of like, I want them like kind of dragon-esque. Right? Yeah, that's okay. And then we want these little globby wings. I'm thinking like little globs. There we go. Then we'll add like a little more globs to it too. Let's erase. There we go. And then let's go on the other side. Little globs. Actually, we should do like a little globs falling. No, I don't like that. I was like, I don't like that. It didn't look good. No globs here. No. I feel like that's like okay. I'm like looking at this. I'm like, nah. I'm not. I don't know. I wasn't feeling the line there. There we go. There we go. That's a lot better. And then, there we go. Yeah, I think that's like, oh, that's already like significantly better than how it was. He's so funny looking. No, I don't like this. Now that I look at this looks weird. That one looks off. Looks super off. Nope. Whoa, what is this? Okay, I was like, yeah, I don't like. Here, let me redo that. I kind of like the tail. The tail is okay. It was redo. This looks super off to me. Right? I looked at this. This looks super weird. Do like that. Yeah. Like one of these, kind of like this thing. Yeah. And then this. Oh my God, what is going on with this? There we go. Let's do it again. Right there. And then this. Oh my God. Nope. Okay. That looks okay-ish. Like the shape. You got wanted. And then you erase this a little bit. Either way, we're gonna go over it again. This is just like the second, you know, I do like multiple passovers. You know, it's like the thumbnail, the sketch, the doodle, the, you know, all that stuff. So this is like a second stage. There we go. Yeah, it's fine. I'm like looking at it. He looks so goofy, but I kind of like it. What do you guys think? Like the shape. We'll add like more detail to him or whatever. Add little globs here. Actually, you know what we should do? We should add globs to the ears. I feel like the ears is what needs it. There we go. Yeah, and then let's add. There we go. I think that's gonna be it. Yeah. Okay. Let's add a layer in here. And let's make that slightly better. Round boy with a long neck, funny. Yes, I mean that's literally what I want. He's like a little goofy boy. He's so goofy, and he's big. He's a big boy. He is a big one. I'm imagining him being huge. Like his head is like the size of a human. So he's like a humongous thing. I imagine like if you'd see him, he'd be like running and like kind of like waddling and like kind of like jiggling his head. I imagine it'd be very funny looking. Like if he was animated, he would be very funny looking. Oh, wrong layer. Let's do that again. Yeah, okay, there we go. I think, yeah, we went with the nice big round eyes. Let's see. And then let's go down into, yeah, let's do this. Oh, there we go. Oh, there, I got it. No, I'm not liking that as much. There we go. This is exactly. Like not, I'm like yes and no with this. There we go. Jeez. The Scyther's nightmares. Yeah, no, that's literally, that is a thing. He is a nightmare. He's a fragment. He's a little baby nightmare, but he's a nightmare. I think it's funny when they do stuff like that. You imagine something like being a lot smaller than when you actually see the real size. You're like, oh, whoa, why are you so big? There we go. There we go. We got this. I don't like that. No, there we go. Yeah, it's a lot better. Trying to like get it like if we're actually gonna do it nice looking, might as well, might as well actually get the flow like a nice little flow to him. Nope. Yeah, it's okay. And that. Yeah, he's got like this like goofy look to him, but I love it. It's funny because like originally I was like, No, there we go. Teeth. He's got like little buck teeth going on. Let's do that. Yeah, okay, yeah. Now let's go into the neck. Yeah, I like this. He's like the kind of stuff, obviously I want to do more videos with game design. I feel like what's it called? The live streams eventually will be changing over time. Like the gaming live streams, I'm going to switch those to the other channel as soon as that one gets to 50. The Oni XD one, that will be the gaming one. And eventually I'll probably do, not right now, but I'll do like another channel, like a drawing only channel. And then this one will just be for the gaming stuff. But that's after I have like more like regular updates for my game Ori's or this one Lucid League. But the gaming stuff, like that one I could already do as a separate channel. That's not a big deal. There we go, like that. I'll add like a little one. Yeah, I'm gonna get like a little curve to it, just so it's like it adds to it, I feel. There we go. Yeah, that's so much better. It really did add to it, I feel. At least for me. I don't know about you guys, but it added for me. Oh, globby feet. There we go. And then we do like the little globby claws. It's funny. I don't know if you guys watch any art channels. I'm a big fan of this guy named Jazza. And he was doing some whittling the other day. And I was like, oh my God, I've never tried whittling. But that is one of those kind of arts I would love to try. I love different kinds of art, but I've never thought of trying whittling. And I was like, that is a unique one. Like, I feel like that one's one of those, like, I've never even thought of doing. What about you guys? Any weird, unique art you wanted to try or never thought of trying, but you kind of want to now? Because that was one I was like, I've never thought of whittling. That seems like a weird one. I have done like stamps and stuff. Like I've done like stamps before. That one's like a fun one where you make your own stamps. Did that one with bingo and with my fiance. We made like we got like those, what are they called? Like the rubber blocks, and you carve into them and you make your own stamp. It's very fun. Highly recommend it. Let's do that. And let's add a little bit more to, what's it called? Like the globiness to it. Let's add little globs. One here. One on the wing. Let's do like some more on the neck. I feel like the neck is really empty. Oh yeah, that added to it. Let's do another one over here. No, that's too much now. Like, it's funny, like this one added to it, but like that was too much. I feel like a little one. No. Hey, Golden Boy, welcome in. Flopix, I don't usually watch streams often. You just caught my attention with the gaming stuff that I like and drawing that I'll like to do. Yeah, right? I mean, I think it's fun. I think it's really fun. Like I said, I'm eventually going to switch the gaming streams to the other channel, to the XD channel. I have been posting some videos. I need to post some shorts for that one. Because I did do, what's it called? I did like, I am doing like weekly videos, but I need to put some shorts. Golden Boy, I'm learning Taekwondo. Nice. That's so cool. Like, fun fact, I used to teach Kempo. I used to teach Kempo karate. I did it in a studio. Like teaching, I only did it for like a little less than a year. But I actually did do martial arts. I did Kempo for over 10 years of my life. And it was very fun. I actually really enjoyed it. I would love to, like, every once in a while I'll do a little bit with my daughter Bingo. But like, it's not the same. It's not the same like actually being in a dojo, practicing. But I love that. I love the environment. I know it's like very fun. I had a lot of good friends doing that back in the day. But how long you been doing it, Golden? How long you been learning Taekwondo? That's like a fun one. I had a few friends that did Taekwondo. I know a lot of people make fun of Taekwondo. It's whatever. I mean, like, all of them are good. It really depends. What I really think, what is the big difference with martial arts, is it pressure tested? If you tell me you're not pressure tested, okay, then I have like a different mindset of what you're doing. Pressure. If you're curious what pressure testing is actually sparring, fighting against someone else, being able to practice what you're doing. Guess what? I've been learning it for years. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That is so cool. Yeah, like I did it for 10 years in a studio. And then after that, I would just like do a little bit at home. Like now I don't really do it much, if I'm being honest. Like I said, every once in a while I'll practice a little bit with Bingo, but we don't really do much. I wouldn't say it's like we're actually doing anything. We're just like doing like more like martial arts games, karate games, stuff like that. We got like what's it called? I have like these little, it's like a belt. So you have like a belt and it has these 3 little tassels, and you have to run, like one player will have to take the tassels, the other player will have to defend themselves. That is kind of like the point of the game. It's supposed to stimulate someone like attacking you, and if they take all 3, that means you lost. So there's different ways of defending yourself. Obviously you could punch, kick, you could grapple, or you could just avoid them. Obviously the best thing always is to avoid people if you are actually in a dangerous situation. But it's still good to know if you are stuck in a situation you can't avoid them, how to defend yourself. Okay, let's make this a lot smaller. No, I don't like that. That looks bad. That looks bad. Something like that. Why is this brush so rough? I was like, this brush looks so rough to me. Right? No. looking at the time, I think I'm gonna be wrapping it up in a little tiny bit, just because I did tell my family we were gonna do some stuff. So I think I'm gonna be wrapping it up here for today. Tomorrow we'll be continuing working on Stella's, right? The one that Stella we got on the roulette for Stella. Golden, someone called me Ching Chong and I reported it for me. Yeah, I mean that is pretty racist. I mean, if you're Asian, even more so. Is it just because you do martial arts? That's not a, well, just people. Some people are just rude. Golden. I used to have people who were all, I mean, throughout my life, I had so many rude people. I like calling them crabs if you didn't know this, Golden. People who are sad and like depressed in life, they just want to pull you down. That's why I call them crabs. Because if you, I don't know if you've ever known this, if you put like crabs in a bucket, they won't get out. Because crabs will like pull down each other. Flopix, I've added a doodle request. Didn't know if you've seen. I did see. I put the heart. When I see them, I usually put like the heart or the hug. Those are like usually my signs. Like, oh, I saw it. Just so you know. But I think I'm gonna be wrapping it up today because I do want to do some things. I have to do some things with my family. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. No, that's cool, Golden. I mean, like my parents are both immigrants from Cuba. You know, my both of them are. Well, my dad was actually a political prisoner, believe it or not. But he was arrested for his political beliefs in Cuba. But no, either way, I'm gonna be out of here, guys. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, Flopix, Golden Boy, and Aaron, Slaybean, Slap Battle, Lucas Johnson, Maddie, Stella. Who else? I think there was some other people who were here. Oh, Vortex. And let's check on the Instagram. No one said anything on Instagram. What about Amnil? Amnil said something over here on Twitch. Thank you so much, all of you guys, for hanging out with me. I seriously appreciate it. It is always a pleasure. It literally makes me so happy to stream. You'd be surprised how much fun I have doing it. You know, I'm from Okinawa. Wait, Okinawa? Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. I would love to visit one day. Those are one of those places that are on my list one day to travel. But I am out of here, guys. Hope to see you all very soon. See you next time. Goodbye.